Welcome to this very special edition of the KJ Masterclass Live, the show which ensures that you profit from your time spent here with experts, either through the industry insights, information, or simply learning from them. And today we have Kim Dang, founder and CEO of Group Convert, which helps group owners automate and monetize their groups without needing a large following or paying huge amounts in ads. Welcome to the show, Kim.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much. And your show is really cool. It's named after your name. I love it when people name their show after themselves. But yeah, I'm here to deliver value to your audience and answer whatever questions that you have.
Thank you, Kim. Thank you. You are delivering a lot of value, and especially in time like this, when Facebook can be a good source of using it for business and how exactly they can use for business. You are the right person to show that. So exactly, Kim, for the audience, a lot of people uh, use Facebook everywhere in the world, including in India and every other place. And for them, Facebook is about just uh, day-to-day social interaction with family, friends, and maybe a bit of towards business and all. But many people do not know about Facebook groups. And you talk about monetizing and automating that particular Facebook to make the best out of those groups. So, firstly, for the general audience, if you can tell what exactly is a Facebook group and how people can join a Facebook group, how do they know which Facebook group is good for them? And for many people who may want to, they can also start a Facebook group. Let's start from the basics itself.
Yeah, so Facebook group is if you go on Facebook, you can create a group for free. Facebook groups I see them as containers to help your people have a clear path to purchase so that they can make a mass buying decision. So Facebook groups are great because it creates this community. There's user generated content, and you can have you can run launches and launching your product or launching your course into the Facebook group. It's such a great environment. Instead of having people scroll all the time through like TikTok or Instagram, a Facebook group is more like a forum where people stay in one place and they help each other out. So, yeah. So that's essentially what a Facebook group is, for those of you who don't know what it is.
Right, right. And for a lot of people who do have Facebook group, you say that they can automate it, they can monetize it, and they can do this even if the group is of as small as 200 to 300 members. How do they do that? How does a person who is just having a group but does not know what to do with it? What can they do with it? Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so essentially, I have when someone comes into my world and they're like, Kim, I want to monetize my Facebook group. The typical average numbers we see is it kind of mimics the form of a live in person event. So you fill up a group to 200 to 300 people, kind of like you fill up a room to 200 to 300 people, like an event. And then you go and you teach the audience of your group members in a form of a 3-day or 5-day challenge or training. And then you pitch to the group, and it is your one to many pitch. When you pitch, it's your offer for them to join you into the next 6 months, into the next year of their life with your offer. And the group itself collapses, and you kick everyone out at the end of the training, so that there's real scarcity. If they don't take action, then they get kicked out of the group and they lose access to everything. So a lot of people don't like that. They want to continue the momentum. I have a saying called movement equals magic. So as they're coming into the group, they're engaging, they're learning from you, they're doing the homework, and then you go, well, I have this implementation program you can join. Then they like to continue that movement because they've done more in the past 3 days, 5 days in your group than they did for the past year. And our conversion ratio is around 3 to 5% of that audience. So if you do the math, 3% of 300 people is just 9, and 5% is just 15. And I have, when you pitch, you're pitching an offer that's around $5,000 to $10,000. And so on the lower end, you're doing $45,000. On the higher end, you're doing, you can do upwards to about $75,000 in 5 days with the Facebook group.
Okay, okay. You mean if I have a Facebook group, then if people are part of that Facebook group, how do I make sure? Is it like that I can create something else within the group? Because you were just talking about removing members. Now, if I keep on removing members, then the group will vanish one day. How does it work? How do you make sure that your group keeps on growing? I thought a Facebook group or any other group, people want to increase the number of community members. And how do you create that you ensure that there is scarcity at the same time, as well your group is also expanding at the same time?
Yeah, so you have a smaller group just for your training, just for the scarcity, just for that period and that window in time. And then you have a main group that grows and compounds. When this small group ends and you kick everyone out, you tell them that there's a main nurture group that you have, a main group. So you go and you dump them in there, and that main group grows. But you're not going live all the time. You're not just burning yourself out with content. You only go live and you only pitch inside of the small group for the people who say yes to signing up for the training, to learning from you in that window. So a lot of people won't take any action if it's all the time, everywhere, available, nonstop. But they will take action if it's in a short window. And if they don't take action, uh, they lose out on the bonuses. They lose out on the fast action surprises that you have, gifts that you have for them. So that's how you can continue building your main audience, and that compounds and grows while you still have a smaller group to go and have them have a mass buying decision.
Okay. And is it a very easy thing to do? Does it work for any type of group? Does it require work best with any particular industry, or is it applicable to most of the spheres of business that we do today?
We specialize in helping coaches, course creators, and those who are fine pitching high ticket. So it works really well for those who want to increase their income and impact. And in terms of the niche, we have clients anywhere from Shelly, who was teaching people how to do handstands over Zoom. Her offer before she met us was $200 an hour to just help people do handstands and be flexible. And then afterwards, we changed that into a $4,500 group coaching program for her. And that's when she sold those packages, and she did $90,000 in 30 days, teaching people how to do handstands and being flexible online. Another client, she teaches women how to date. And so her package is $6,000. So you can teach people how to date. She did about $80,000 in 5 days with a group. You can teach people how to get control of their finances, like Luis Alvarado, one of our other clients. You can teach people how to be flexible online. You can also teach people how to, some of my clients teach real estate investing. So essentially, you can teach anything that you want. We have people who teach others how to read the Akashic records. Kate Sun did that, and she did $18,000 with her group in her pitch. And the Akashic records is something where you're reading the signs of the universe, and so you can teach that as well. So whatever it is that you have that you know is your expertise, and you're struggling to get more eyeballs, or you don't know how to launch, you don't know, or when you're converting, you're doing a lot of cold calls, this is a great alternative to your launch, to your current launch, the way you're currently doing it. So
Right.
yeah, yeah.
Right,
Jenny.
right. Now, a normal question is that people would say Facebook has a very different type of audience. A lot of group members, groups constitute of different type of members. Is it, how would somebody know, not a LinkedIn group or any other group, and go for a Facebook group? How does it work? How does one person decide if Facebook group or Facebook is the right way for them to, and that to, pitch a high ticket offer?
Yes, so the concepts we teach, we narrow it down and niche all the way down to a Facebook group. But we have clients who pitch into their TikTok audience and still do really well. Antoinette, she did $60,000 from just pitching to TikTok. You could go and pitch to your YouTube channel as well, which is what Lon did, Lon Berku, and she did $250,000 in 5 days. She had 42 people sign up for her $5,000 offer. So it does not really matter the platform. We just specialize, we go and we say Facebook groups because we just happen to really focus on that. However, the fundamentals and the concepts that we teach and what we teach our clients to do, they take that and they put that on any other platform. So actually, as long as you have a platform, this will work for you as well. And a lot of times, the reason why we narrow it all the way down to Facebook groups is because it does not make sense if we just say, "Hey, we can teach you how to launch on any platform." It just marketing wise, it doesn't. It's not the best way to go about it. If that makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Let me ask you about your company, Group Convert, because a normal person will say that I have a group, so I know now I have heard your show and a bit of information here and there, and now I can create that particular offer through my Facebook group. But I don't think that that is enough. Anybody without better guidance won't be able to maximize the benefits out of a Facebook group as a training would do, perhaps from a person like you. So, what exactly is Group Convert all about? What can people expect to learn from being a part of your, being a part or associated with you people?
Yeah, so Group Convert, we have software and then we have education. So the software part is it lets you collect emails from Facebook groups. And along the higher level of Group Convert is it will let you pull leads and members from other groups and put them in a pipeline so you can move them and migrate them into your own. That's the bigger picture with our software. And that's the ability of what our software can do. The entry level version is just collecting emails from your group. But the bigger version is collecting leads from other groups as well, even if you don't own them. That's Group Convert. Now, with our education side, it is now that you're collecting emails from your groups and you're growing your group, do you want to monetize your group? If the answer is yes, you want to be able to help your people by having an offer that is of value, and you want them to be able to say yes to that offer, which is really them saying yes to themselves. And there's a good exchange of value between you, the group owner, and them, the members. Then that's what we help you do. We help you translate your message into the group so that it hits and it makes sense. And then your people say yes to a life they could live if they follow you. So those are the two pieces of what Group Convert is.
Okay, okay. Now, one thing I wanted to understand is that you talked about the software, and then you can extract emails not just from Facebook groups, but other groups also that you are part of. Can you help us understand this particular part better? Is it that only your software can do or any other software, and not a general person who owns a particular group or anybody who is a part of a group, he can do that? How does it work?
Yeah, so in terms of our if you are a person that wants to monetize your group, um, actually, I had a notification pop up. So can you repeat that question? It like distracted me.
Okay, no problem, no problem. I understand. What my question was that uh, if I own a particular Facebook group, or I'm not a part of any particular group, but I still can extract emails out of those groups, how does it work? Is it that I can do it on my own, or is it possible only through your software or any other software that is available in the market? Can I do it without your help?
Yeah, absolutely. So my software allows you to speed up what you're doing manually. So
Okay.
when people come into a group that you own, you can ask 3 questions. Those 3 questions could be, what's your email address? And then what's your phone number? And where are you in this journey? Are you beginner, advanced? So that you can get market research upon entrance, you can get their email, you can get their phone. If they choose to voluntarily give that to you to enter your group. And when most people click approve, when they're approving members in, all that information disappears. It is stored nowhere. So people have to copy and paste every single question and answer to a Google Sheet, to a notepad, somewhere. And so what my software does is automatically pulls that information and pushes it to the Google Sheet or pushes it to your email autoresponder so that you can quickly send them an email, so you can quickly send them a phone call. And it will allow them to see that you have a business. There's automation. It allows them to automatically get connected with you and have a conversation with you. So that's what the benefit of group convert does. It saves you time because it'll take all that information and push it to where it needs to go. Otherwise, you're left there sitting there, copy paste, copy paste. The other piece of my software, which lets you pull leads from other groups that you don't own, is different. It's as if you, instead, let's say that you're a health coach, you want to help people lose weight. Then you probably want to go into a group where everyone bought like an Aura ring, where everyone bought a $400 product. So they're all buyers. So you probably want to go into that group and see if you can find clients there. So what you would do is go into that group, go to the members area, and you can scrape the entire leads. Otherwise, you are copying and pasting who these people are, clicking on their link. It would take you about 5 to 6 clicks, copying and pasting that information to a Google Sheet. What my software does in a split of a millisecond. So it will be able to pull all that information and put it into a pipeline for you so you can keep track of the people that you are going to want to talk to. So, can you do this on your own without any software? Yes. It's going to just take you um, probably months of your life to do what this can do in a few minutes.
Okay. And from other groups also, how does that work? Is there, what my largest question is, even for Facebook extraction of emails through your software, is there any data privacy issue or data security issue involved anywhere? Because worldwide, different countries are having data security laws in a different manner. How does it work? And is there any issue with violating that anybody may be violating or has that fear of violating any data privacy issues anywhere?
Yeah, no, our software completely follows GDPR rules because the information that they give you is voluntary. When people come into your group, they're voluntarily giving you their email address. If they don't, then you just don't have it. With people from other groups, when you're pulling in leads from there, you're not able to get their phone number, their email. without having to use, I call it data enrichment software. And data enrichment software, what that does is it goes and it scrapes the whole internet for all the emails, all the phone numbers that exist. It matches the potential of that phone number and that email address to the social media profiles. And then from there, it links that and compares it to the Facebook link that we have. And then from that, it predicts to a 50 to 70% accuracy ratio that that email address belongs to that Facebook profile, that phone number belongs to that Facebook profile. And that's the only way to do it. And you can absolutely do this very manually. So, in terms of data enrichment, that's been a practice that's been around for a very long time. People do it manually, but in this day and age, we have big companies like Salesforce, big, huge companies like even Google. They go and they do data enrichment campaigns, and it's a very common thing.
Okay, okay. So there is no problem in using this sort of software. Now, Kim, how does one automate their group? You just talked about using your software. How easy it is, how difficult it is, how you just plug in the software and then you are good to go. How does it work? Is it very easy, very difficult? How does a simple person utilize it?
Yeah, so the main feature of the software is that it's a Chrome extension, which, first of all, it's already approved by the Chrome Web Store. So it has the stamp of approval by Google on it already. So that's one. There's a lot of trust. Once you click download the Chrome extension, it automatically installs within a few minutes, like 1 to 2 minutes. And you go and you follow the onboarding instructions. It'll take you about 1 to 2 minutes to get everything up and running and to start getting leads from your own Facebook group. So, in terms of getting things up and going and running, it is just 1 to 2 minutes. You can go to groupconvert.com, sign up for a free trial. We don't even charge anything for 14 days. You can just give it a go. And installation and getting you going is just a couple minutes. And we do have full-time support for you if you're a little bit tech challenged and you're kind of like, hey, I'm not great with technology. We also have Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. support to jump into a call, to answer questions, to also answer by chat. So we have 3 ways that we support you if you feel not that tech savvy. Yeah.
Okay, okay. And what about the monetization part? Is it only about the high ticket offers, or is there any other way one can monetize their Facebook group or any other group?
Yeah, there are plenty of ways. One way, and I'll tell you a story. One of my clients, uh, his group was 200 people. They're all dead. Like they didn't engage, they don't post. And then one day, Facebook decided that hashtags are important. So his group went from 200 dead for 5 years to growing at a rate of 30,000 new members a month. And when 30,000 new people are coming into your group, you want to figure out, hey, how do I monetize this? So, one of the things you can do to monetize your group is set up your group the right way so there's a clear path to purchase. So, one of the things you can do is when people come in, you can have a pinned post. The post is pinned at the very top that directs them into what to do next. So, step 1, click here. Step 2, click here. Step 3, click here. And you can link the first pinned post to the next post, to the next post, to the next post. Each post has its unique URL, and you can go and say, hey, click here to continue your journey. And so I call that my value post pipeline. It allows people to go from post to post to post, and each post could be a different call to action, which is welcome to my group. Thank you for coming here. Click here to get a free training. And then next, click here. And that link could be your affiliate link. So you could start earning affiliate income. And then click here to continue your journey. So the next post could be, hey, let's engage and help each other out. So my Instagram is this. Click here to follow me. After you follow me, go ahead and post your Instagram handle below. Or my LinkedIn is this. Click here to add me on LinkedIn, after that, go and put your LinkedIn profile. So in one fell swoop, from post to post to post to post, you're having people click on your link, go and see your training, click on all your affiliate links, go and buy your product, watch your videos, and subscribe and sign up to all of your social media. You can do that with a group as people are coming on in, so that they're not lost in what to do. They're not just scrolling around aimlessly. So that's one of the things that we tell our clients. This is a way to automate that group. That group is an asset that sits online. When people organically see it and they come in and they're coming in steadily, you want to direct them into this clear path to purchase so that they're making a buying decision. Because if they're not buying something from you, whether that's low ticket or high ticket, they're just, it's a disservice to everyone. They're not doing anything, and they're just aimlessly scrolling around, so it's a waste of time for everyone. So that's what you can do to automate your group.
Right, Kim. Right. I'm just thinking how you have created this whole business out of almost nothing, and almost means $2 million in online sales just by you, and you are teaching so many people making several millions more. How did this idea of getting into Facebook groups and monetizing and automating it come to you? Means it almost seems like, as I said earlier on, creating a business and a big business out of nothing.
Yeah, so our for the past 2 years, we've done over 3.2 million already. So it's like a lot more than that. But in terms of this whole journey, it's just, to me, it's solving the next problem. That's it. So first, it's a little Chrome extension, collecting emails from Facebook groups. Copying and pasting is the problem that I solved. Once I solved that problem of copy paste, now it's okay. I don't want to just collect emails from my group. I want to figure out what to do with it. Okay, here's how do you automate your group. And then after that, okay, I've automated my group. People are clicking on my stuff, but I really want to run a good business. I really want to be able to see if I can monetize in a bigger way. All right, here's how do you pitch one to many into the group so that your time is best spent, since you're not jumping on like a million phone calls. This is one to many, so they can just buy in one go. So therefore, this is a solution for you. And then, oh, okay, cool. So in this journey of creating out the next thing, it's just looking at what I've already solved and what is the next problem that they're encountering, talking to them, and then figuring it out for them. So it's a very much problem solution ladder that I'm just stepping up into.
Right, Kim, right. How do people connect with you? Those people who may want to buy or some service from you people, or just to understand and more about you, about your company.
Yeah, they can go to groupconvert.com, groupconvert.com. They can go and also message me on any of my social media handles. It's at Kim Possible Dang for Instagram, for Twitter, for LinkedIn is Dang Kim, DANGKIM. And for Facebook, it's the Kim Possible Dang. So if you just go and type down Kim Possible Dang, you'll find me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, Kim. Right. Now, let me ask you one last question.
Mhm.
Is that the whole online space is in a very different sort of, not churn, but a lot of changes are happening at the same time. Even Meta is doing many things to bring Instagram back in reckoning. There is the TikTok, problem already going on for them, and they are trying to copy things from everywhere, as they say, from even Be Real to even TikTok and all those things. Facebook is a part of that whole space. How do you see anybody who wants to develop or create a Facebook group today can be sure about the continuity of Facebook's relevance in the going future. You have a very wise head on your young shoulders. I'm sure you understand companies have a disaster management plan, some sort of a backup. Your whole business is almost set up on Facebook. How have you planned for something if there is, say suppose tomorrow there is no Facebook, or Facebook gets, some sort of a regulatory issue crops up anywhere? With your answer, perhaps a lot of other people will get an answer exactly how you have planned your protecting your business interest, as well as taking the next move forward towards the future.
Yeah, that's a great question. So as I mentioned earlier, we narrowed down to Facebook groups as a way for people to easily say yes to a vehicle. Just like Russell Brunson, talks about funnels. We talk about Facebook group as the vehicle. But the fundamentals of what we teach and what we show our clients includes video sales letter, landing page. They go and they find a solution in what they're doing, and we package them in a software. So then now they own software. Now they own their email list. Now they're pitching into their YouTube channel. So a lot of it in terms of what we teach can apply to anything, and we also have plan Bs for all of it. So if your Facebook group gets shut down, you still have the emails, you're still emailing them. If your YouTube channel gets shut down, you still have emails. So at the end of the day, the tool is used to collect emails, and you own those emails. So it's okay if these platforms shut down or they change or shift. You are truly building your own audience, and you're figuring out in this journey, how do you launch a product? How do you monetize from that product? And how do you have consistent sales and build out a team based around that product? So, yeah, absolutely. There's always plan Bs.
Plan B, right? And what about the future, Kim? Is, you see, coming from a very humble background, your parents were immigrants, if I understand, and you have seen a lot of tough times, and them having faced tough times, and now you have arrived. You have so much of, I'm sure things are much better now, and much more stability is there. From this stable position in your life at the moment, where is it that you want to go from here? Where is it that you see yourself building up something that is to your liking beyond Facebook?
Yeah, so I own software as well. And I've been buying out cash flow software companies for the past 3 years. And one of the things I've discovered is that I am really transitioning a lot of coaches, course creators into software CEOs so that they could have a whole sea of subscribers, so that they're not on this get clients hamster wheel anymore. And the income is reoccurring and it's passive. So the future is in software, is how I see it. And so part of our company, the software division, we are building out a much bigger, grander vision and grander project that will solve a much bigger problem for our clients. So one of the problems that they have is what conversations to say, to their people. So what the software will do is it will go and pull up conversation that's already pre-written, that my client could just click copy, paste, and it would be super easy for them to know exactly what's the next conversation, what's that next piece to help their people. So that's one of the things that we're working on. Super excited for that. But definitely the future is very bright and it's really fun. And yeah, I'm in a position where I'm a much better position. I take care of my family. I'm currently in a penthouse, and it's not really about like the materialistic thing so much, in that it's the life I get to live. I can travel wherever I want. I can go and have my people. Our last event, I rented out a 15-room mansion right by the water in Tulum, Mexico. We had a private chef. We had fire twirlers. We had wet drummers, entertainment. We have open bar all the 3 days. And my clients flew in from all over the world to come and meet up and learn from me. And really, it's who do you get to become on this journey? That's really important. It's the transformation that I see in my clients and in myself during this journey. That's the most rewarding. So, yep. Hopefully that answers your question.
Of course, of course. On this note, it's a wrap on this very special edition of the KJ Masterclass Live. Thank you so much indeed.
Thank you, KJ.